All right, what's up, folks? How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're having a wonderful day, as am I. Every day is a wonderful day, every day. I like people that have a positive attitude, man. You know what I mean? I don't be agreeing with a lot of people's viewpoints. That's the thing. Like, I think everybody has a very self-defeatist mentality, and I think I'm literally the only one who has a successful mentality, and I think we see that every single day. Feel me? Don't we? How long I got to succeed until people start paying homage to my philosophy and understanding I have the formula for success. I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur, and it's proven formula. So you have to understand, God already told me it's time to celebrate. I wish I had some more funds where I really could celebrate or do much of anything because it's hard enough. I mean, I just need money. I need more money, especially out here with the way things are. I need a lot more money just because of how things are shaped and designed here. That's my whole point and everything I'm talking about is like this. Like, it is just hilarious, bro. It is honestly legitly hilarious. But like I said, it's never gonna change. It's gonna always be the same, right? Folks are always gonna be the same, but you know what is gonna change right now? Everything. Yep. Everything is about to change. God already told me it's karma time, baby. Look, yeah, it's karma time, baby. Yeah. As soon as I said that, the phone screen, same thing. Like I said, man, they listening. hmm They know what it is. Like I said, it's karma time, man. Actual karma time. Finally, you understand? Like I said, it is what it is, man. We all know what time it is. You know what I mean? True justice is true justice, and true justice will be had because of God with God. God already told me for me to stay out the way, just like I told you. Nope. It's justice time, man. Like I said, so folks got to understand, like, everything that was said, everything that was done, I knew the entire time what was going on, and I literally told all of y'all. I told you, all you doing is stacking up that karmic debt. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. Give me a second. All right. So yeah, like I said, man, it'd be so funny, bro. I've been telling you every day what it is, right? Every day, homie. Every day. Remember, I said that all these folks is going the wrong way. Told you. Told you. And this is the future. This is the future of the world, right? Digital money, digital business, e-commerce, digital currency. And they listening to me right now, and I know they in their feelings. In your feelings. Oh, all about the feelings. They seeing your boy succeed. I love it. I love it. Look, 12:30, I'm already. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's the first thing they was talking about too. They talked about the watch, right? So that real nice watch. That's funny. So like I said, people as fans. That's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as it's being a real fan, as long as you showing love and support. But like I said, if folks supported me, I'd have money coming in like nobody's business. You see how the same folks talk right in front of me and then don't want to pay me and don't want to support what I do? That's crazy. You're not a fan. See what I'm saying? Fan support, bro. This is my career. I'm a content creator. I survive off donations. So what you mean? But my check already came in. Woo, woo. Yeah, boy. Yeah, yeah. My small check, right? It ain't huge, but it's a check. And that's what I'm saying. We get in circulation with this business now. We made it just like God told me. I made it. You know what I mean? So now I got to do is try to see. Hopefully, I can get that phone bill paid and covered. Right? It's due on the 5th. Right? And I just need people to donate, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody knows we do customized videos. I offer digital fitness training. You can come train with me in person. Like I'm here to work, brother. I'm here to work and make money. Everything I do is privatized. Like I said, keep all my businesses and companies' ideas, and I just keep on hustling. You know what I'm saying? So it feels pretty good though, man. You know what I mean? Like it ain't a whole lot of money, but it's just the fact that I took something that pays like 1/100 of a cent for like over 1,000 views and made it into a whole business. That's the thing. Like I started so far behind everyone, and I'm already catching up with something that barely pays. That's what folks don't get. Like I'm a genius. It shows I work so much harder than anybody. It's unbelievable. It proves the point in and of itself. You feel me? Proof is in the pudding, baby. You know what I mean? So yeah, now we got circulation. That next check is already up over $33. It'll update shortly tonight, probably. Right? It just keeps accumulating. I keep accruing check after check. Made a living off this for like 3+ years. Like I said, man, I think about 3 years, something like that. Boy, it's phenomenal, man. It's truly phenomenal, man. God is good. You know what I mean? And I'm a superstar. And like I said, I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy, bro. You know what I mean? Truly in a good mood about that because I earned it, man. I earned every red cent. You know what I mean? Like I said, still struggling, still got a long way to go. That's okay, But that's the thing, folks don't get. It takes time. It takes time, brother. You're gonna be independent for real. I'm never gonna have to work for nobody ever again, just like God already told me. He told me I'm gonna get paid to exist. I will get paid to exist. And I'm seeing small signs of it because, like I said, we're building, we're expanding. I don't know what else is in the works, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like, I want to travel, man. You know, pray to God. I'm asking God, please. I want to travel. Please give me the real money, the money I earned and deserved that you promised me. Please give me that money because I need that money, bro. I need the real money to work with so I can get this off the ground and go travel to these other cities and get busy as Batman in these streets. We need it. Look at all that's transpiring and just happened. You feel me? We need Batman. And that's what folks don't understand. Like I'm the real thing. I get this money. I'm independent. I can't be stopped. Do you understand that? I cannot be stopped, bro. Too strong, too powerful, too quick. You know what I mean? Like I already know exactly what I'm doing, bro. I'm trained by God. You know what I mean? Trained to do this. There you got another one talking. Ain't saying that. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. My goodness, bro. It's just crazy, man. Yeah. I just don't get it. Like, that's the thing. Like, no, nothing gets by me, but it is what it is. He said, he said right now, this is homie. He said, what did he say? He said, it's difficult basically. That's what I said. I said it's difficult, right? So it's difficult being broke, but we'll get through it. How are you broke? How are you poor, but you said that you have like stocks with like dividends, like, which are things that I've had, you know. I'm happy for everyone. Like, I've had way more than all these folks, but I'm saying homie gets money from his parents clearly. He doesn't have any problems. They provide him vehicle after vehicle. One vehicle messes up, he get another vehicle, like brand new trucks. Like, you're not broke, bro. You got money. But like I said, I mean, it's all good. He's helped me. He's done a lot for me, but I'm just saying that's the thing. It don't matter what anybody does for me or anyone, you know, like we're gonna say the truth. You know what I mean? You're not broke, brother. You got money. You know what I mean? You got plenty of dough, and you got a support system and everything I never had and don't have. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy with what God gave me and what I got. You feel me? Real talk. Because that I've been in your boat, I don't even know. I guarantee I'd be a lot more, not as responsible with money. I'm responsible with my money. It's how I made it this far. Very responsible. But I also need what I need, and I want to be able to like do halfway normal things. So, like I said, we just got to keep pushing. I got to try to spend as little as possible. So I'm going to be struggling. That's what folks don't get. You make it, and making it means you got to struggle even more. Yeah, I do. That's what it takes. Anything of value takes sacrifice. You understand? Got to struggle. Got to do what I got to do. Hopefully, people will help me out. Hopefully, people will pay me. Hopefully, people will hand me some cash. God will keep blessing me. Hopefully, people will donate. We got to Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo, because that's the point. Y'all ain't listening, bro. I know what I'm doing. I don't got to explain nothing to no one. I'm trying to get to $1,000 first, and we're way off from that. We're under like 400 right now. You know what I mean? So that's the thing too. He's talking about, broke. I ain't broke, but let him think that. I ain't never been broke, ever, at any point. See what I'm saying? They literally see what it is. They know what I do for a career, and they don't pay attention. So I be talking right in front of all of them. I talk right in front of all y'all, right, and explaining reality, which I could say and do whatever I want. We all know that. But my point is, they don't even pick up on it because they're not paying attention. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, like, these are folks that, I don't know, they just can't really get it together. Like, I wouldn't be irresponsible with money. If I got money, I'm going to take care of myself and take care of number one now. I already helped everyone and did everything for everyone. That's why God is, wanting to return the favor and help me. He said he's going to make up for lost time. He said everything. So I just think there's boatloads of money coming to me. That's what I think. I don't think I know. But like I said, that's the thing. Like, I'm not broke. See what I'm saying? Folks be in the better position. They be in the good position. And they be silly, right? And be making weird moves. Like, I appreciate genuine help. I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's a blessing. That's amazing. And it's the truth. That's the way you should be. It's the way I always was. But, you also have to make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I get money, I'm going to help people, and I'm the type of person, I'll give you the shirt off my back, but I'm just saying, you got to be strategic and smart. What I'm saying is, nah, homie has money. He had money. they'll send him some more money, no problem. I'm not in that position. I'm by myself. I got to really survive and struggle out here. Feel me? Hold up. So people don't even know what it's like because they never been on their own. I've been on my own since I was 16. That's what I'm saying. I ain't worried about what people have to say. That's the last thing I care about. I'm a grown man. Like I said, look at what just happened. Again, basically, we traded places. We're trading places. The folks who have money, I'm such a genius, so smart. I'm coming up. We basically already trading places. And that's the thing. I'm going to get myself in a position, right, off of my strength, off of me being a hustler and my $1 million mouthpiece and knowing how to move and do what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm playing chess, not checkers, right? So I'm coming up right in front of you at a street level. You got to understand, I must be a real smart dude. I've had ex-girlfriends tell me, they're like, you have to be either this or that because you two on point and two with it. Like, yeah, I can get whatever I want just by talking. And again, we just basically traded places financially because I'm not broke. I got a little bit. It ain't a lot, but it's enough. Feel me? So given that, I mean, it is what it is, homie. I mean, that's pretty crazy, man. That's crazy to come from absolutely nothing. And that's what the same thing I did in Austin. I basically traded places with my ex boss or whatever, and the other one who was always with him, like traded places financially. Like I said, I came up. Then I came down here. I invested into being Batman, and I got started. I built this business. I made a living off this the entire time. Made check after check. I did it all myself. That's the thing. Folks was never out to help me. They was never rooting for me. They wasn't happy when they was like, man, you making all the profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do better than everyone always in any project or any business because I could run your business 8 million times better than you because I should be the CEO. But y'all get opportunities I don't get because of that because people perceive my intelligence and already deem me what? They see what I am. So if you feel phased, just like if you came at me correct and wanted to help me, I'm going to be genuine with you. Just like I'm genuine with him. But I'm going to say the truth. You know what I mean? I'm going to correct what you're saying. Like, no, we're not broke. I'm not broke. And you're definitely not broke. So why say that? It seems like a lot of fakeness to try to act like you're relating. For what purpose? It seems like a quiet desperation. That's my point. Some folks, I think, is trying to buy their way into heaven. That's not how it works. That's just a lesson that you got to learn. You know what I mean? But, if he helping genuinely, then cool. But my point is, I mean, it just don't make no sense. We're not anywhere near in the same boat, bro. You got a support system. You good? I mean, we're talking about somebody that everything is paid for. I'm talking tens, thousands of, 10 racks together multiplied. We're talking about people with funding and anything they need, they good. If he want to go get something right now anywhere, he can go do whatever he want. I can't do that. I don't have a ride. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have no support system. Nobody does anything for me every day. We are not the same, bro. We are not the same, and we will never be the same. And it is that simple. You feel me? So, like I said, but now I know they worried now. It already said what it is. These folks see what it is now. All right. They looking at me, seeing what it is. Yeah. Told you I'm walking karma, buddy. Buddy, you got to understand. So I'm going to say it again. There's a whole company in the business, homie. All right. That check came in. God told me I'm evolving. He said, you're not tired. You're going through your final transformation. So I think I am transforming and evolving right now still. And I definitely feel tired, but I know I slept and quite a bit. So I don't know. But this is what it is, I go through a lot because I'm going through a real transformation as Batman. I'm literally evolving in front of you. Y'all think evolving is nice and, all sunshine and rainbows. It's not. Evolving is, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. So I'm going to say it again. My businesses are rolling. How's y'all business doing? Oh, wait, I forgot none of you have it. Yep. They sitting around doing nothing, right? Trying to front and pretend while everything's uneventful. So, they always in a mood. It's the self-defeatist attitude. Them folks in Austin that was talking, that's what they doing, just sitting around doing nothing and then trying to get on camera online and pretend in front like they happy. If you got to pretend you happy, you definitely not happy. See me, I'm real even, I'm real just calm and myself. This is me happy because I don't be fake. You see the difference between being fake and real? Like, what? Like, hell, I'm gonna be a lot happier and get real excited. I'm already happy as can be. I'm happy because I love life and I love God and I love myself and who I am. I'm blessed beyond belief. Are you serious? I'm beyond happy. I don't gotta say it. Them folks, they're not happy. They don't know the meaning of happiness. They don't know how to be happy. That's why they're always, feeling how they feeling. That's what I'm saying. If you in Austin right now, that sucks. To live in Austin, that sucks. I would never want to live in Austin. You see, that's why they talk the way they talk because they really feel some type of way because they wish that they lived somewhere else. Nobody want to live in Austin, bro. Even if you got a house that's worth like 300,000 that looks like a shack, just because it's in Austin. Even then, nobody wants to live in Austin. And then y'all be selling them homes, and you go waste all that money when you was just rich. They don't even get it. They can't even think strategically. Like, you sell a home like that, you got $300,000. You rich. I could live off that for the rest of my life right now. I could build millions out of that. But them folks don't know how to do that, so they go sell their house, and then they like, oh, I got to buy another house because you just can't fathom the concept of struggling or paying for a hotel and figuring out how to make businesses and more money. You just can't fathom thinking for yourself. And that's why folks will never be rich and never be close to where I've always been and where I am now in equity because, and the money I've made and spent, which is more than anyone who ever existed in your entire government combined, because again, they don't understand basic arithmetic and logic. They don't want to recognize and acknowledge reality. Yeah, y'all sell homes for like $1 million and you're like, I got to buy another home. It's that quiet desperation that holds you back. That's why you fail. Because you can't just let go like me. Because me, I could literally go sell a property for $300,000 if I had it like that, right? And go like stay in a shelter, real talk, and go struggle or pay for a hotel and go find a job and act like I had nothing. That's what a boss does. Real talk. That's what a boss do. But y'all don't know how to be a boss. See, that's the thing. When you don't even understand the power of money, you get money, you hand money to these folks, they won't even know what to do with it. Straight up. So what do? Just throw it away on nonsense. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even know how to do things the cheap or poor man's way. Everything I do is the poor man's way. God has taught me how to budget completely, where I don't need much at all, next to nothing. Okay. So, and look, I'm stronger than anybody in the world, and I do all this with practically nothing. So imagine when God give me this boatload of money and waterfalls of money and all this dough. Imagine how powerful I'm going to be because I've been doing this with nothing, nothing. You know what I mean? So can you imagine when I get everything, bro? Y'all have no idea. And it's going to be so awesome because I can literally show up in any city across this country. On here, I've realized, we need to do everything completely professional, talk very nicely and respectful, right? Because again, we want to make sure that we maintain and run this business. And these folks are in their feelings. They're in their feelings. It's karma time and justice time. God is just at work right now. He's serving true justice and karma. That's what's happening. He already told me what it is, right? He said, I'll be able to see, what it is basically clear as day, by what's happening right now, what happens next, so God is at work. He's going to keep moving. God is serving justice. Thank you, God. My God is a good God. He's amazing. You understand? He just doesn't play, just like me. So, like I said, that's what time it is now. That's why he told me just stay out the way, which is what I'm doing. I'm not even talking to folks, mind my own business. I literally ignore everything and I just do me. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, you gotta understand this was all real. And that's the point. Folks can say what they want, man. I don't care. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I care, but I mean, that's the thing. I just kind of absorb everything and listen and, like, use it as incentive for what I'm doing now. I made it, bro. I've literally built an entire full scale business. I mean, it don't get no better than this. It don't get no better. Don't get no better. Our love don't get no better. Yeah, like I said, people know what it is. People know what I've accomplished to an extent, right? Everything is right here in front of you, proven on camera and video. The training, I'm at a whole nother level. I'm good money. I'm good money. And now we got to focus. Now we got try to go hard with this because the check came in, so I got a little bit of money in the bank, right? And then folks be in their feelings. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. We're gonna stay moving forward. We're gonna stay making money. Like I said, as usual, I succeeded and built a full scale business, right? And I'm building several businesses, compounding businesses, and I'm coming up. And this is what they didn't want. This is what they did everything trying to prevent and stop because they know my power, right? And they know my abilities and how smart I am. I'm a genius. So I'm just barely starting to get it moving. Like I said, if I can, I'd like to stop spending money completely. Real talk. See, that's the thing. I don't mind struggling. I don't care if I got to ask for something. Like, that's what you got to do. But you wouldn't know, right? Because none of you own your own company. See, you don't know how to build a company. That's what it takes. Anything of value takes sacrifice. It takes, even when you made it, and I should be celebrating, it takes struggle and even more. Because now we got to get to the next level and echelon. This is going to be done in levels. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm ahead on everything pretty much right now, a little bit. Like I said, I really hope that he's able to help me with that phone bill this month because I need that. That's the only way, If not, then it's like I said, and that's the problem. Like all this hard work for next to nothing. You know what I mean? Like I need that covered at least. If I can get that covered, and like I said, all y'all in the public could help me. They all work jobs. They all fine. They have no problems, and people want to talk this fake stuff like what he's saying. You're not broke and you're not struggling. You have it all. What are you talking about, dude? That's crazy to just be sitting there talking like that and not acknowledging, brother, we're in two totally different boats. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm independent and I go hard because I didn't have the luxuries you have. I came from nothing. I didn't have nothing. I don't have a choice. I got to go out and get it. I got to hustle. You know what I mean? Same thing I told to these corrupt individuals. I told them, what do you mean? I was raised a man don't hustle. What? You got to hustle. You know what I mean? And then they tried to make that something else. I mean, yeah, entitled. That's entitlement on a whole nother level. Well, I mean, why you feel that way or feel entitled, I don't understand. But like I said, I mean, you've seen nothing but karma. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is. Homeboy lost both jobs, right? I'm the king. I'm the king of everything, right? Folks don't even be coming around no more. They don't come around me at all. Yeah, now folks know what it is, and this is the thing. Now the truth and what God told me, oh, they all scared. They terrified now. I'm telling you, why do you think they tried so hard? Why do you think they did everything they could, exhausted every option they could to try to stop me just from getting just a little bit of dough, just barely getting started? We just still barely getting started. All this work, you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's why they try to do what they do. That's why they try to go so hard. That's why they be typing and talking so much because they really that worried about a couple of $100. Couple of $100. Can you imagine the power I have that they think with a couple of $100, like they see the truth that I already rule the world? That's the truth. That's how like crazy this is. That's how on a next level, another level, my power is truly. So that's what I'm saying. You got a superhuman running around here. Me, homie, Batman. You know what I mean? Like I said, let everybody else do what they do. We gonna keep on, being superhuman. I'm a real superhero. I'm gonna keep on standing up on business and doing my thing, doing my thizzle. Feel me? Yeah. Now I got circulation for this business. You know what I mean? Completely. You know what I mean? So we got to go hard. We can't give up now. We can't take a break as usual. We got to keep going. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I kind of feel like I can because, you know, God is moving, man. God is, I don't know. I just feel like all this money about to come to me, and if it does, y'all have no idea, bro. I'm going to be building, I'm going to be able to build everything. You know what I mean? My own bat pods, tumblers, everything I want to. And I'm going to know how to do it. I'm going to study it. I'm going to, be taught how to do all this and learn it all and be a student of the game, just like I was with this. I'm a student. God is my teacher and I'm a student. I learn every day. So it's just amazing. It's amazing that I made it this far and got to this point. I'm very happy, very excited, very proud of myself. You know, I know God is proud of me. I know my father is proud of me and looking down and proud of me. So thank you, Dad. Thank you, God. Thank you, everyone. And I just love everybody, man. I'm so happy. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? I truly am, man. Like it's crazy. You know, this took so much work. And see, that's the thing. It may seem small to you. It may be small to you because you looking at how much money you got and this and that, and yet they don't even have as much money as this business has accumulated or made, or what I'm sitting on right now. Ain't that contradictory? Yeah. You can look at it as any way you want, but man, I am the money. I just proved that. Yeah, I took something that was impossible. There ain't nobody that gets paid. None of them, not on here. I don't know what you talking about. Everything you saying is a lie. Like I said, I get paid though, and it ain't much. You know what I mean? And like I said, I still built an entire full-fledged business. I'm so proud, bro. Yeah, now we got circulation, so I can try to keep making check after check after check, keep this ship moving, right? And just keep on moving forward. You feel me? Like that's the thing, man. You know, remember, I was doing this with nothing. I was doing this without even shoes, without shoelaces, with shoes with no bottoms on it. So if folks don't get, I'm not going to stop for nothing. I will never give up. You know, I'm going to keep pushing no matter what, no matter how tired I am, like now, no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on. I'm going to keep pushing for myself because I believe in myself and I believe in God. You understand? And that's the thing. Y'all want to look at things in worldly terms. Worldly terms don't exist. This is God's world and God's realm. You better wake up. God is in control, buddy. And now I got circulation, so now I can keep moving with this. And yeah, I'm never going to have to work for nobody ever again. And when God gives me the real money, I think what they mean is I'm going to be able to make money off this. And that's what they mean by getting paid to exist. I'm going to be able to make money off this. That's just extra money that I don't even need technically because I'm going to have all the bread. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be getting paid to exist. Yeah, because I'm going to be filming everything and doing my videos and doing my thing. And it's just going to keep on accruing. And it's going to be increasing as it does steadily. So yeah, I'm going to be getting paid to exist. And I'm going to make sure that I run every single avenue. I'm not settling for one avenue. Oh, we've already expanded. Y'all folks are way behind. I know you worried. I know you stressed. I know you're in your feelings. I'm Batman, boy. I rule the world. Yeah. And that's the thing. They know what I'm doing. They know I'm working hard and doing what they could never do. None of them could do this. None of them. Nobody could walk in my shoes. Not anyone. And they could never get this to this point and do what I'm doing and be this successful, right? It ain't about how much money. It's about the infrastructure that I've built. It's about the blueprints. It's about this is the entire design. I already have the entire empire built. Once I get money, I got bat caves, indoor and outdoor. I got access to buildings worth billions of dollars. I got every tool and resource I need to move forward and be Batman, to train, to get ready, to go out and do these missions at night, to go have a good meal, go get me a hotel if I want, you know, go rent me an apartment anywhere in the world when I already own a mansion, estate, and billions in equity. I can go do whatever I need to do. These folks don't even know I got it. I'm so sick with it. I got it set up to where I could practically live for free almost when I get this money. And like I said, me, I don't care what folks say. Nobody knows what I got. I'll go to a shelter in another city and state and start from scratch. 100%. Yes, I will. Why not? Nobody needs to know if I have anything or not. I'll act like I don't have anything. Maybe that's just my savings. You know what I mean? I could view it like that. I could literally act like that's my savings and act like I ain't got none. Start over in a whole new city and state and build right in front of y'all and be Batman. You understand? That's the thing. Like I'm on a whole different level with it. Seriously, I'm not joking. Like if I got like over half a million to a million to a bunch of $1 million right now, that's what I would do. I would act like I didn't have much because it's easier that way. Because then folks don't know. They think you're just a normal average Joe, you know, and that's power. That's why I think God said, "Be quiet about your blessing. Everything that I'm giving you, be quiet about." You know, that's power. When folks don't know who you are, and the fact you so rich, it's unbelievable. I'm not joking. I'm sick with it like that. Yeah, I'll be right in front of y'all acting like I ain't got nothing. This entire time, none of you probably knew that I owned all this equity, right? You didn't know I made and spent all the millions of dollars. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. That's who I am. At some point, yes, you have to you know, like, you know, be a normal person, right? You need that. It's good for you. It's literally good. It's healthy, you know? So that's the thing. I wanted to get away from money and I did. You know what I mean? I've seen too much of it, you know, and I've seen what it attracts and what it brings. That's the thing. No, see, I matter. Me, my life matters. I matter. You know, I come first. You know what I mean? Real talk. I don't care about money. You know, that's the difference. So, you know, like I said, the folks who care so much and want money so bad, they never get it. And the people like me who don't care about money at all I do is manifest millions and billions and trillions of dollars. And I'm about to do it all over again right in front of you for my next magic trick. Y'all are about to see me get so filthy rich, it's unbelievable. This is going to be the last cycle of struggle for me as far as being over here, right? And I can't wait to get out of here. And God is about to give me more money than I've ever made or spent or seen ever in my life. Can you imagine? And I earned every dime of it and I made biblical history. I mean, come on, bro. I'm so proud of myself. And this is straight fact, straight truth. This is the truth. You understand? This is the only reality that exists. Everything I'm telling you, this is what's been going on. This is what I did all this for. Like I said, I'm doing God's work. You think God isn't going to reward me for doing God's work? The hell he ain't. I'm the son of God. He gonna reward me. He told me. Yeah. So now we got circulation with this business, and now all them folks got to see, oh man, he hustled. They know about me. They remember when I owned 14 luxury vehicles. I own about 5 now to my name technically. I got to go see what's up with a couple of them or one of them. You know, I got to go see what's up with all of it when I get the money, but I'm not even going to waste my time. Like I said, the minute I get this dough, I'm getting out of here. You know what I mean? So I can look into a couple of matters and you know, check on one thing and that's about it. And I'll try to look into that. Other than that, I ain't worried about nothing. We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna press forward. I'm gonna do my thing. And like I said, I did it, man. Financial freedom, I've achieved it right in front of you. While all y'all was sleeping on me, you know, while folks is just sitting there talking for free, and while I kept trying to go over and offer you opportunities and talk to y'all and break bread and help y'all, like I said, y'all didn't want to talk, right? Okay, then you don't need to talk to me now. I ain't Jay Z, but I'm on my Jay Z stuff this year. As far as I'm not talking to nobody, you know, I'm bougie. I'm a celebrity. I'm too good. Real talk. This is what happens in business. While folks is sleeping on you and they always talking. I just reached another major milestone with my business. It's all we do: reach milestones and reach our goals, achieve my dreams. I'm living my dream. I'm Batman, bro. Come on, that's been my dream my entire eternity in life, bro. Let's get real, man. You know what I mean? It don't get no better. I love my life. I love who I am. It's everything I could ever ask for. Why? Because God is amazing. Because God truly loves me. So, like I said, I'm in that CEO mindset, and I'm here to teach the public. I'm a teacher, right? I'm a healer. I'm a divine being, and I'm here to help the people and free my people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep standing on business. These folks are gonna continue to talk for free. You're gonna see them steady decline this year. You're gonna see me steady rise. And God already told me, and it's happening in front of us right now. That's exactly what's happening. They ain't doing nothing but declining and going backwards. That's what folks like that do. Me, all we do is rise and come up. I will never have a boss again. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Unless I want to just work to pass the time and have fun, which was the way I always looked at it, because I already knew the boss I was and knew I basically already had financial freedom, even if it didn't look like that. I'm thinking 10, 20 years ahead down the road while y'all just worried about the present. That's the big difference between us. Sure. I know how to build a legacy and build a future. And this is naturally ingrained in me because of God, because my father taught me how to do all this. You know what I mean? He taught me. He instilled the values within me that you know, and I was able to find the knowledge and learn and figure it all out. That's why life experience is the best teacher. Again, you don't have to do these things that are conventional. You need to get away from indoctrination. You need to learn how to be independent. You need how to learn to stand on your own too in the world. And that's why it matters. The street knowledge, being able to hold your own matters, being tough, being strong, being brave. These are all things they'll never teach you in school. Get away from indoctrination and break free from the matrix and become a real person, brother. And we're gonna help more people escape the matrix. That's what this is about. You know, I'm Neo for real in the matrix. So I'm helping people to escape the matrix. I want to teach people how you can be independent. Y'all talking about this and that. Y'all talk about all these things that are pipe dreams and fake. I mean, I'm really, you know, right around the corner. I'm about one step away from completely making it. Once this money comes, You understand? I can go buy me land anywhere I want, and I can go over there and start growing my own crops. Uh-huh. And I know everything about that. And like I said, I'm gonna go to college and school and get what I need for that diploma, get the certification. I'm gonna teach people all that stuff that I already know, because I already know more than they could ever teach me, truly. So then I'm going to learn how to grow all my own crops. I'm going to be able to have a ranch, and I want way more land. I want over like 300,000 to a million acres of land. You know what I'm saying? Like I want like whole ranches like that, like separate ranches that I own. I want to go into the cattle trade, and I want to be spending my time in Fort Worth going to the auctions and going to the rodeos. And I'm going to get to know all them cowboys and cowgirls and people, and they're going to look up to me and look at me as someone who can teach them everything because of the life experience I have, because they know he ain't joking. He really the Don Dada. See, you don't get. I'll go to a whole new environment, just like I was the king of Lytle. I'm the king of the Valley. I was the king in Austin. I am the king in Austin. That's my city. It's where I was born. I run Austin. That's a fact. I'm the king everywhere I go. I was the king in Florida, king in Atlanta, Georgia, king in Georgia, period, king in Savannah, king everywhere I've been, king North Carolina, king of Cali. You see what I'm saying? It's different. So that's what I'm saying. I'm really the king because I'm the king of all kings. I'm not talking. This is facts. See my point? Like I said, I'll go move over there and go to Fort Worth. You know what I mean? Fort Worth, Dallas, Irving area again, but I'll go to the good part because I'll have the money. I go out in that rodeo area and be over there all the time, and then be Batman. Ha! That's a dream, bro. That's my dream come true. That's a dream life, bro. Go to the Riverwalk. I go get me an apartment suite right on the Riverwalk. Y'all would never know. I won't tell anyone a thing. You know what I'm saying? Every day could be a Riverwalk experience until I want to leave and go do my Batman missions and come back to my beautiful apartment right there on the Riverwalk. I could do what I want. I don't ever make up stuff or talk things that I don't know are completely possible and exist. This is my reality. I can do anything I want to do. Why? Because I'm right with God. I'm a good, righteous person, truly righteous. True righteousness, you can accomplish anything. You understand? When you stop caring about money and things of the world and material possessions, God will truly reward you. That's the truth. Told you, you got to break free from the matrix, man. You got to get into actual spirituality and trust in God and have real faith. And it's just that simple. You do that, you're gonna be good. You feel me? So, like I said, I mean, we about one step away, man. The minute this money come, and I can't wait, bro. I was just happy just seeing that little check come into my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Because it means I really got somewhere. Like I did it, man. You know what I mean? Now I got to try to stop spending completely. I don't care what I got to do, and try to keep on, pushing and moving forward and do with less like I used to. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard, it's very difficult. It's not easy, but it's what it takes right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell you, man. We're gonna keep moving forward, and you know, that's about all I got to say right now. We'll talk to you in a minute, but just understand, I'm never gonna have to work for nobody ever again. That's what it's looking like. That's the plan. You know what I mean? Like, it's God's will. I don't worry about nothing. I've had everything go wrong every time. Things can always go wrong. I prepare for that. I prepare for whatever comes my way. I'm good. You know what I mean? I've never, been someone who can't deal with negativity or can't deal with problems. Like I always have the solution because the solution is God and the truth. I'm gonna be good no matter what. That's what folks don't get because I got God with me because God loved me. So, like I said, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know how you spend your time, but I'm going to be spending my time building up my business and these businesses, and that's all I'm going to be doing in strategy and making music and getting in the booth in the studio, my own private studio and recording. And we're going to keep on moving forward and doing the real thing. Everything over here is pure truth, official tissue. Feel me? So I don't know what y'all on, but I'm the CEO for real. Like I said, CEO Tyree Sneed, right? Cassius Bain Records, all of this, Sneed Enterprises, everything, man. This is me, bro. You know what I mean? Ran the Batman project out of my own pocket going on 3 years. My 3 year anniversary coming up to March, April, May time. So I got an anniversary that I got to celebrate. I really hope and pray, please God, give me the money so I can have a real celebration when I reach my 3 year anniversary as Batman, please. You know what I mean? That would be so nice. That would be awesome. But I'm grateful to God for everything He's done for me. He's done so much for me. I'm grateful for everything He's already given me. I'm grateful for everything I already have. I don't need nothing extra, man. I'm just happy to be here, man. Like truly, I shouldn't even be here. So I got to be grateful to God for everything that He's done for me, truly. And see, this is the difference. When I'm talking, it's truth. Everyone else is just making up lies. Everyone else is talking backwards. Everyone else is walking contradict. They're making contradictions. It's a walking contradiction. They constantly contradicting themselves. Me, what I'm kicking is really real, and you see, I live what I spit. That's the difference, huh? And when it's real, it's a vibrational energy. It's a vibration people feel every time that I talk. You understand? Because it's energy I'm omitting in the universe. You understand? Hmm. Butterfly effect is real. Everything I do affects everything. If you haven't noticed, I got all the power. Just like God told me, all the power is within you. Exactly. And I got the power to structure this reality. I'm the architect of reality, and I understand and know my power now. You understand? It's like that spoon concept. Like he said, don't try to bend the spoon, but that would be impossible. Instead, basically tell your mind that the spoon doesn't exist. The spoon isn't there, because that's the truth. None of this stuff exists. None of this is really real. It's a matrix. It's real, but it's also a matrix, and it's really both at the same time, and you just gotta understand, like, that's the thing. I know how to bend and shape and create reality. Y'all don't know these things because you didn't spend all these years cultivating and working on this craft and talent. I am the architect of reality. I am Batman. I love it. So, like I said, if what I was saying wasn't true, how come I've geared and changed and shifted the whole world and all of reality to my liking? How come I've changed everything where now the world recognizes me not just as Tyree Sneed, but as the real, only official Batman? You see the difference between when people talk and when someone shows and proves, partner? Yeah. You understand? Yeah, I'm so powerful, the entire world and everything, the whole universe and paradigm had to answer to me and shift for me because I said, I am Batman and this is where I'm going. You understand? Step to the side, please. I'm teaching you manifesting in front of you. There is no other manifesting. Just like there's only one way to heaven, and that's through me, the truth and the way and the light. I am the Son of God and the only true Messiah. You either respect and love me, or it is what it is. You feel me? That's fact. All y'all who went against me, how you feel now? I already know. Power Rangers. Oh, I love it. Hey, mad as hell. I got them all in their fields. Like I said, I can't wait to get this money. And like I said, I'll be, making sure that I avoid all of that. I'm going to be on a positive energy. I'll be in all these cities and states in the rich part of town. That's right. I'm going to be focusing on me and doing what I want to do that makes me happy. And that is the way that you win. Feel me? So, like I said, I love it, man. I just keep on winning, man. These folks, like I said, they ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? They ain't about nothing. So, like I said, we won. We'll continue to win. Always, all we do is win. All I do is win, man. You know what I mean? All I do is win. You know what I mean? So, I'm just happy, man. Like I said, that's the way it's looking. Like I'm never gonna have to work for nobody ever again. And I make my own hours, and I'm my own boss. I really don't have a boss. Y'all still work for these companies. Like you're not independent. You work for these companies, all of you. I don't. I'm independent for real. You understand? And I'm about to build all these companies on the side. I'm about to get it all going where I'm just 100% completely independent all across the board. Like I said, this is amazing, man. It's amazing, And like I said, I'm turning all of this, everything into residual income. And that's the way you get rich. You build and create sources of actual residual income. That's why I work on different projects one at a time. And now I'm looking to try to work on a new project on top of everything else because I got this on lock. Yeah, everything else is going to be new projects. So that's what I'm looking at, new business ventures. Like I said, any offers y'all want to put on the table, holla at me. Like I said, if any of these folks, whatever, want to recruit me and pay me correctly, let me know. Like I said, I heard that, the CIA may be looking at me and stuff like that to recruit me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I mean, it could be anyone. It could be the military. I mean, like I said, you gotta reach out to me and speak to me. And you gotta give me a ballpark figure of the money we looking at and talking about. That's the thing. I want a signing bonus, and I want a good signing bonus. I want to make sure that I'm good and caked up. But the thing is, I want to be independent. So if I tell you this is my decision or I don't want to do something, it means no. No means no. That's the difference. I'm not going to be doing what other people tell me to do or want me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. Now, if I'm independent like that, you put a good figure on the table for me, like, yeah, I'll consider it and I'll think about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, get in touch with me. Y'all can send me a little bit of money and leave a phone number. Anybody. You know what I mean? I'm easy to talk to, man, and I'm easy to find, bro. You know what I mean? So, like I said, holla at me. You know what I mean? Like real talk, but make sure you pay me right. Come with a good figure of money. You know what I mean? Cause I want a bonus up front. Anything I'm signing, I want a bonus. If there ain't no bonus, I ain't really feeling it. I want a bonus, and I'm talking about like, over 20 to $50,000, if not over 100 grand to $1 million as a bonus. Okay, at least over 20 bands. You know what I mean? Straight up front. At least I'd say over 50 bands, more like it at least. That's minimum because I got value that's way higher than that. I mean, you should be giving me a couple 100,000 as a bonus. With the value I got, I know my value. See, that's the thing. The reason why I haven't made any moves like that, because I know how to negotiate and I'm a master negotiator. So like I'm not coming down on my price at all of my value. I know my value. That's why I've never signed a record deal, right? Because I have my soul and my soul is priceless. My soul ain't for sale. That's why I don't deal with none of that stuff. I just do me and stay to myself and stay independent and trust God. So God is going to bring me the right opportunity. I'm not even worried about it. That's the difference. So see the difference between me and all them fake rappers? Them fake rappers, they sold to the devil. Like I said, just like all these Freemasons and fake celebrities. None of them are celebrities. They've been harvesting my energy since the beginning of time, and this is all me. I'm the one who builds everything. All that was my energy that they've been trying to use because they're evil. I'm the center of the universe, brother. You understand? Truly, this is why all the Masons do is copy me and every word I say and try to, copy my lyrics and everything I create. They want to bite off of them and pretend. All of them, everything, all of this I created. I am the creator. So I realize I'm the creator being. I'm taking back what's mine now. And it's not even taking back what's mine. I'm taking back what's mine, first of all, completely, but I'm reconstructing everything. I'm rebuilding everything and I'm building my empire in a whole new world and we're bringing in a whole new government 100%. So like I said, this is what it is. It takes humble beginnings. It is I worked so hard, bro, and we're still just barely beginning. You know what I mean? This is barely beginning, but that's the thing. I trust God. God has always delivered. God has always been there for me and for everyone. Everyone who's just a good person, who's genuine and pure. He's always been there for us, man. I never doubt God, and you shouldn't either. 100%. Don't ever doubt God, and don't ever doubt me. 100%. Don't ever count me out because I'm a bounce back every time, like you've seen me do my entire life, bro. So, like I said, my strength come from God, and I'm gonna continue to push forward. So, yeah, that's the way it looking like. I'm never gonna have to work for nobody for the rest of my life. Man, that's awesome to say. That's amazing, man. I worked so hard. You know how much I've worked, man. I've worked since I was 16, bro, nonstop, bro. I mean, come on, man. It's amazing, bro. And I actually got everything to show for it. That's the coolest part. I'm not in anybody else's boat where they don't have nothing to show for work, and that's why they want to stand around and not work. Like I want to work because work is how I built everything. I had to work. I had to invest in myself. I had to, like being Batman takes tons of expenses and expenditures. Took a lot of money. It takes money to be Batman. So, like I said, people can say what they want. I'm on a whole nother level than anybody in the world. Feel me? Y'all go ahead and think what you want. That's the way I designed it. That's the point. I want you to think whatever you think. Meanwhile, there's going to be folks, who are working just like in the depiction, and they're eating their Subway sandwich and they turn to the left and see Batman in a Batman, tumbler tank, just like in the movie, and then come out in an actual bat pod, what I mean, from the tank. You know what I mean? Like real talk, and just like impressed while they eat their Subway sandwich. Remember the depiction? That's exactly the moments that we're going to be able to have because I'm the real Batman. So it's going to be something. I'm going to be a sight to see, man. It's going to be a sight to see, man. Folks in the public is going to be losing it. They're going to be like, dude, that's the real Batman, bro. You understand? Like, that's the thing. Like, this is how we going to move. This is how we going to travel. Like, I'm the real thing, bro. And that's the thing. To have this knowledge and ability, God had to build it first. It makes perfect sense. And he has to take his time with me, because I got to be ready to learn all this and want to build and want to become a mechanical engineer. Like, I'm going to really do all this with God. God told me I'm going to carry you the whole way and I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to show you how to do this and like everything. God just told me. He told me I'm going to be with you every step of the way. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember what he said word for word. But he just, yeah, he told me like, we're gonna do this together. Real talk. That's what he told me. He said, I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna show you how to do this. I'm gonna, I'm gonna carry you through all of this. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just amazing, man. God is amazing. So I love you, God, more than anything. I love my father more than anything. And I just want to say thank you to both of them. And it just means everything to me, man. Like I said, I put everything I have into this, and it's as simple as that, man. You know what I mean? Folks have to respect me, you know what I mean, at a human level. And that's what we about, humanity and being human. You know what I mean? So like I said, we're gonna stay moving forward, and that's about it, man. We won. We winning. Feel me? So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be making check after check after check, right? And I'll never have to work for anyone ever again. Ever. For the rest of my life. That's amazing, bro. I achieved independence, true independence and financial freedom. Right? I love it, man. Thank you.